Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Horror with Nadia. And today we are doing another episode of Horror Tuesday. But before we get into the most anticipated projects of 2025, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and do me a favor and share that stream. I want to thank everybody who's helped me so far with watch hours. So much appreciative. That being said, I do have a special guest with me today who is also a horror girl, Vex. And if I can find you, hold on. There you are! Vex!
I am a horror girl. Thank you
You're
for both.
horror.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna learn how to say it right. Surprisingly, I practiced with Chris. I'm like, am I saying it wrong? Like, what am I doing? He's
It
like,
can be
no.
like an Easter egg for the channel sort of deal. So
How are you today, my friend?
um I'm good. I've been on a Robert Eggers marathon the last 24 hours and I'm a little shook. Just a little shook. My brain's in overload. How about you?
I've been pretty good. I've been watching 90 Day Fiance before the 90 days.
That's You know what?
It's a horror on its own.
I had kitchen nightmares on in the background while I was working, and Gordon Ramsay calling people lazy "see you next Tuesdays" was actually inspiring me to work better. So I get it. I get it.
Yeah. I like to watch it because I'm like, man, wow, my marriage is a 10 out of 10. Every time I
Oh, my
watch
audio's
this.
too low. Hold on. Let me just. Is that better if I just go closer to the mic?
I think he just wants some ASMR. Speaking of which, probably should
Oh.
say hello to everybody in the chat. First is Leon or Leona. I don't know what you are today. You choose. We don't judge here. Beck saying good evening to the chat. Yeah, it's pretty late for you. Sassy Pants. Big Ship. I love Big Ship because Big Ship will be like another really bad Nadia take, but he's always here to support. So I'm Big Ship. I adore you, Rachel. Hello. I think. Oh, Gord. Hello. Gord had a great stream earlier today, talking
Oh, he
about
did.
Tarantino and Nolan films.
Why is my
I
volume so low? Hold on.
still definitely not who sounds perfect. I always sound perfect, Leona.
Okay,
It's
I'm
okay.
closer. I'm closer to the mic, so maybe that's better.
I still like your sultry voice when
Oh.
it's a little far.
Oh.
You know,
Okay, so I'll
little,
keep it like that.
I think it's good. I can hear you
Okay.
fine.
Okay,
Eraserhead.
chat, improve your fucking ears. How about that?
Oh, hold on. I
Oh, is it
have
for that?
where is it? This one's for Leon.
I can smell your nappy pussy.
Ugh.
Rick, hello, welcome. No problem, Gord. Happy to help, man. I'm so happy that to have people have more eyes on your channel. It deserves it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So I only have you for an hour, which I really
Mm-hmm.
appreciate your time, and then you're gonna
My
abandon me for
pleasure.
Gooch. I don't know why
I'm
anybody would
sorry.
abandon me
I
for
had
Gooch.
previous
No, it's
commitments
okay.
to his crevice, so
I
I.
get it. I get it. So today we're going to talk about the most anticipated horror movies, which I'm going to talk with you. Then I'm going to
Mm-hmm.
go into TV shows and comic books because those are my three favorite genres of how do I intake horror. So,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
uh, nappiness is another thing altogether.
You
Isn't
said it
that right?
clearly there. By the way, you said horror.
Horror.
You said it right
Horror.
there. Yeah.
Maybe I say
Mm-hmm.
it too fast.
Maybe that's it. Yep.
It's all right. If I say horror channel, still get more eyes on it. I'm just saying.
Damn you, sassy.
All right, so we have upcoming horror movies releasing
Mm-hmm.
in 2025. And I will say this, while there are a couple interesting gems I do want to see, I don't think it's as packed as the last year was.
Oh,
With
I totally agree with you.
like I don't think we're going to eat well like we did last year. And by eat well, some of them were really disappointing last year, but I felt like we were anticipating a lot of great movies last year and we got a lot
Mm-hmm.
of them. But
Mm-hmm.
this year nothing's really, maybe there's like 3 that I'm super excited for at most.
I'm trying to think which ones. Yeah, maybe 3 or 4.
Hi, Rio.
The full schedule isn't out though yet, right? But I agree with you. Like 2022 was a banger year. Then 2023 was meh. Then 2024 was a banger year. And so far 2025 is looking like a meh
A lot of
year.
sequels. A lot of sequels.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's the problem. And a lot of IPs being rehashed out again, which should have just been left dead. If Gooch can have Goochianese, you can have Nadianese. Horror, I get it. Thank you, Rick.
Nadia knees. That kinda
Nadia
rolls off-
knees.
Yeah, that raw.
Nadia
Rolls off the
underneath.
tongue.
Whoop, never mind.
Okay, now the horror part makes sense.
Horror banging. Horror banging.
Mhm.
I actually want to get a shirt, maybe from the channel, that says, "Are you horror-y?" Like horny? Maybe. Okay. First up. Well, I'll
I'm
work
trying
on
to
it.
picture it. I'm just picturing like a stick figure on her knees covered in blood. That's it.
Why does it gotta be on her knees? Why can't she just be bent? Oh, never mind. You know what? I'm too much. Too excited. We've both had too much sugar for today.
Yeah.
Hi, Blair. I saw Nick in here too. Horror banging. Nick, isn't that what you do on a Saturday night? Okay. Anyway. Whoo! First movie up is Companion, which I'm actually pretty excited to see. The trailers look interesting to me.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Jack Quaid. I think he's a bit of a beta bitch boy. But I honestly haven't seen him in anything.
Nepotism.
Yeah,
Whatever.
like I've only seen him in The Boys, and I think maybe like one other like indie film, and he hasn't really proven himself as an actor. So I hope he does
was in
that in this.
Scream 5.
I don't think I watched Scream 5. I stopped at 3.
Okay, yeah, he was in one of the Scream. He's a nepo baby. To me, he's more of a nepo baby than Lily Rose Depp.
At least Lily Rose proved herself. She's adequately proved herself as a competent actress.
Yeah. And if I'm over talking, I apologize. I'm sorry about that.
No, you're
I
good.
interrupted you.
No,
for
you're
a
good.
second.
No need to apologize whatsoever. I still actually don't know what Companion is about a robot, right? The chick is a robot in it.
I don't know. Companion is upcoming psychological thriller crafted by writer-director Drew Hancock. Same guys who did oh my god, what is that Bill Skarsgård movie in the basement? Barbarian. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Same
that's
guys.
why I was that's why I was excited for this one. Okay.
Film features Sophie Thatcher and Jack Quaid in lead roles, presents a dark and twisted exploration of love gone wrong. That's about it. There hasn't really been I haven't found a synopsis on it. All I've seen is the trailer, which makes it intriguing, but that means it could go one of two ways. Which I'm fine with if they're kind of keeping things under wraps, kind of like Barbarian, where we're gonna go in expecting something and get something else and it hits, or it's gonna suck.
You know what? I actually commend them for keeping it under wraps. Like this movie comes out this Friday, and I still don't know what it's about. That's pretty impressive for 2025.
Mm-hmm.
I'm for it.
This Friday? Oh shit! I should go see it.
Yeah, I said, oh, January 10th. Oh shit, it's already January 7th. Dang.
I'm gonna have to go see it on Sunday. Sunday's now my day off of everything because I stream Monday through Saturday right now. So Sundays is like my day to do whatever I want. So I think I'm gonna go see it. So, next one. Oh, there's a little paragraph. Sorry, right here. We've both seen the trailer for it. Gripping atmosphere between couple Irish and Josh. From the looks of it, the thriller follows a woman using questionable dating service, leading for her to meet a man with a dark side and alternative motives. That doesn't make sense because when her arm is in the trailer, spoilers, her arm in the trailer being lit on fire, it comes off like she is not human.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I thought this was an android dating thing, sort of. That's the impression I got from the trailer.
I thought so too. There was some sort of robotic thing going on here. Next movie, which I can't say any. So I've seen The Wolfman. I cannot say anything until January 17th, once my review embargo is released. However, I can speak on the marketing, and it is a really bad sign when a movie releases a clip of a transformation scene of a werewolf for a werewolf movie.
Did they do that?
Today. They released his transformation clip. That's not a good sign for marketing for a movie, especially a horror movie like this. So, again, I can't speak to the movie, but that, yeah.
I get you. No, I know you were really excited about this one. I know your review is just going to be absolutely splendid and praise it a lot. Um, I saw the first trailer for this because it was.
Hold on, I gotta turn off my camera for a second because I'm gonna have facial expressions.
You're good.
It is a Blumhouse production too, so go ahead.
Yeah, there's that. So I remember the first trailer because I thought it was edited really nicely with like the letters cutting in, and then that was playing throughout most of the year. And then last month they switched the trailer completely to where it's was it Ozark Julia Garner?
Yeah.
And they like get out of the crash and it's basically telling you the story. And I was like, oh, that's a complete 180. It's a very, very different trailers. And it's weird that you go with the more like sombering one closer to release. I'm not going to watch this. I don't care for anything Blumhouse puts out. Everything they put out is just trash. Trash.
Yeah. And I wasn't a super fan of Invisible Man. I mean, I thought it was an okay movie, but I don't agree to the overhypeness of it.
Totally agreed. People suck that movie's dick off. Oh my goodness.
And it's only because of one scene they suck that movie's dick off, and that's about it, from what I can tell. And it's the scene where they're sitting down for dinner and her sister gets her throat slit. Like, that's the only scene anybody can bring up of saying, like, but it's so cool. So, yeah. Blumhouse has been hits. What are you smoking, Leon?
Yeah, what are you? I want what you're smoking. Like, what was the last genuinely good, like, great thing Blumhouse put out in the last 10 years?
No, I would even say, yeah, okay, maybe 10 years. Because I was going to say in the last 2 years.
Because my husband and I had this conversation because Blumhouse has the thing at Universal now, right? Like, they're part of the Halloween Horror Nights every year.
Yeah.
So we looked through Blumhouse's like productions, and we had to go back to I think like 2008 or 2009 to find something that was genuinely good and kind of like genre breaking. Other than that, it's been mid slop. I know people hyped up Megan. Megan wasn't that good, guys. Watch it again. I promise you, it's not that good.
It does not hold up. It's maybe it's good for a younger generation, but I don't find it appealing. I don't know why it's getting a sequel. But
no,
again,
you have a good point there, though. It is Blumhouse is just like it's like intro to horror. So if you've never watched a horror movie before, go watch a Blumhouse movie.
And I believe Blumhouse did Night Swim, Leon, and their whole production company should be shut down because of that. Okay, so, all right. Okay, Five Nights at Freddy's. I'll actually give you that because I really actually enjoyed Five Nights at Freddy's because I am part of the game theory generation where I watched Matt Pat's videos about the deep dives and the lore. So I actually really enjoyed Five Nights at Freddy's because it was fan service. But other than that, man,
it wasn't a good movie. Like I watched that movie as a non Five Nights at Freddy's fan, and I was like, "What the fuck is this movie?" I'm not even having fun.
I can understand because I think they went to fan service with that movie. Like you had to really know the lore and know the darker side of that. That game is pretty freaking dark. And I think people who knew that stuff really enjoyed it. I agree with you. A lot of people I've met who just aren't fans of it, don't know anything about it, did not like it. So, but I agree with you. Yeah, Blumhouse is kind of an introduction for teens. Like, oh, let's go see a horror movie. You know, Happy Death Day films were good. Speaking of which, because somebody on this...
Oh, yeah. That was like 2011, though. The first one.
Yeah. So, again, Wolfman. I will have a review out for it. However, remember, marketing. Why would you show the clip of the transformation scene the week before this movie is supposed to be released?
That's a good question. That's a really good question.
Horror movies usually in January, usually, not all the time, but usually go to die. So, just
FYI. Any movie in January usually, right? So,
usually. Yeah. Have you heard of this one, Presence?
So this was on the other article that you sent, and I had not heard of it, so I went and watched the trailer for it, because I like Steven Soderbergh? I don't know how to pronounce his last name. And I liked the Lucy Liu's in there. I like that Lucy Liu's having a comeback in her career. I like the idea. I'm very interested in this. Have you watched any of the trailers?
I have not. I was going to pull it up.
Okay, so there's a main trailer, and they've done like mini trailers for promotion. So this is Neon. So Neon
Okay.
definitely took they took notes when they were marketing Longlegs, and they're doing the same thing in some styles with the marketing for this one. I'm interested.
Should I do the official? Yeah, let's do the official trailer.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
pull
that
guy
because
up.
that's different from all the other like little promo trailers they've put out.
Give me 1 second. Okay, all right, guys, we're gonna watch the trailer for The Presence, which, by the way, to give you, it's from the point of view of a ghost,
Mm-hmm.
and it only has an 85-minute runtime.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see. Hopefully,
What's it like?
okay. I like the aesthetic
What's
to
what
it so
like?
far.
I have some trivia on that after this trailer's done.
This is creeping me out a little bit because the idea of a ghost like standing in the corner of your room.
That's why I
watching you-
like it. That's why
Yeah.
I'm really digging
Oh,
this.
this is gonna get under
And it
my
goes
skin,
on.
man.
What do you mean?
So wait, is Lucy Liu the ghost?
Like,
I don't know if she's the ghost or
world
the mom.
cracks
You see
apart.
her in this trailer, so I don't think she's the
Okay.
ghost.
you fall into
This shot
hole.
kind of creeped me out.
Yeah. Oh man, Chris used to live in a haunted house. He would tell me stories of his parents' house, which they've moved since, but
Mhm.
there used to be like a presence that would just hang out in a kind of like right here, this like corner. They had something similar to it, just would just hang out there, and you would just
Oh my
sometimes see it.
goodness.
So when he told me this, and we were heading to his parents for like to spend a night or something, I was like,
Mhm.
"You're not leaving me in any room by myself. I'm not. It's not happening." Leon.
And the sides are mud, and you can't get out.
Oh, but I mean, this is interesting. Like a theory of like, do people come back? Are people able to watch their loved ones for a little bit afterwards? That's kind of like, what if you're, in the corner?
Yeah, there's that, and there's just the perspective, because like the ghost haunting like genre has very much been reduced down to like found footage ghost movies, or it's things like Hollow Man, where it's like you get it from the perspective of the human survivors. So I like this idea. I think like American Horror Story season 1 did a good job actually of showing it from the ghost perspective, I would say. But other than that, I can't think of any movies that have really gone like in a like Disney did it. Casper the ghost is kind of a
Yeah.
comedic take on it, but not a horror take.
I'm intrigued about it. This definitely is probably going to be one of the few movies this year that creeps me out.
I
This
hope
stuff
it does.
You wonder where
with
they
a short
are.
runtime too, which tells me they're focused
wonder
really
what
on
it would
story
be
instead
like
of
if
just
she was
bloating
here
it out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so maybe they have a poltergeist. Creepy. Sorry, I'm stopping it because I don't want to.
I gotcha.
Bro, no, I'm out.
Not the mirror.
No, I'm out. I'm out. The mirror. Yeah, I'm out. I'm out.
Hold on.
Well, look
David
who's
Cat-
3'2" self came into the chat.
3'2". Is that below or above the waist?
I don't know. Gooch,
Oh.
can you confirm or deny?
Okay, so
I don't know.
this writer,
Uh-huh.
he has done. Okay, so he wrote the first 2 Jurassic Park movies, but then he did Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. He did the first Mission Impossible, the first
Okay.
Spider-Man back in 2002.
Okay.
He did Stir of Echoes, Secret Window, Ghost Town, and Mordecai. So he's got a mixed bag. I really like the Secret Window, so
I do too. I think it's underrated.
very underrated. Okay, I'm intrigued. He's got potential.
I'm intrigued enough to go see it in theaters on $5 Tuesday.
Yeah, okay. That's He's writing the new Jurassic World movie too, the upcoming one.
which I have no hopes for, but who knows? We'll see. Jurassic Park's one of my favorite IPs. So I remember exactly where I was seated, in what row, at what theater when I saw the first one with my sisters and my mom.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah. And I remember exactly getting creeped out by it because I was very young. And I remember I had to get up and move and sit on the other side of my mom.
Dang.
Yeah. So it is one of my favorite. I used to draw dinosaurs. I
Same
used to
here,
have a lot
yeah.
of dinosaur books and stuff.
Yep.
So I love the IP. All right. Moving on. Screamboat. David Howard Thornton. This is the Steamboat Willie
Mm-hmm.
IP got released. Eh, I'm not like running to see this. I'll see it when it streams, but I'm not running to see this in theaters.
Yeah, same here. I'll wait till for digital for this. I watched what was the one that came out last year? The very first Mickey Mouse movie that came out after the public domain thing happened. It was god awful. Oh my goodness. But I'm not looking forward to any of these Mickey Mouse movies that are coming out. I'll watch it just for David Howard. That's it.
Yeah. Same bees.
Mm-hmm.
Screamboat Willie. The Monkey, which I know there was a new trailer that got dropped. I haven't seen it yet. Or there's no, there's not a new trailer. There's a trailer dropping tomorrow for it. Maybe? Let me see. Hold on. I'm pretty sure it's either it's dropped or I'm mixing it with another movie. Yeah, trailer drops tomorrow
Okay.
for it, which I'm super excited to see. As much as both Oz Perkins and Stephen King sometimes need to remove the foot from their asses, they are both talented writers. You have to give it to. I mean, look at the career. I mean, maybe not the latest Stephen King books, but look at the career that he's written over time, which he's still writing, and Gur Martin can't get the last book out. But I'm very excited for this. I'm very interested to see what this turns out to be.
I think so the only Oz Perkins film I've seen still is Longlegs. I know Uninspired recommended I watch some of his other stuff. I just haven't gotten around to it. Maybe I will before this comes out.
You should watch the Black Coat's Daughter, which is very good.
Mm-hmm.
And there's another one. I can't remember. I've seen pretty much all of his stuff. They're all pretentious, similar to Longlegs in a sense of how he like writes and tells stories.
Mm-hmm.
I Am a Pretty Thing is pretty good as well.
Mm-hmm.
That's 2016. And he did the Gretel and Hansel 2020 that kind of flopped.
Oh, I didn't realize that was him. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm intrigued. This is going to be adapted from the same story of Stephen King. The Monkey is a horror mystery film that follows twin brothers, Hale and Bill, who discover a mysterious monkey toy in their father's attic that seems to be tied to several grisly deaths. After years apart, the twins learn that similar deaths have begun again and must reunite to destroy the monkey. I fucking hate monkeys. These toys creep me out since a kid, so I'm sure this will be creeped out, and I'm sure I'll see this in theaters.
I'll probably end up going to see this in theaters as well, in all honesty. I don't know. I don't have as much... I had hype for it after Longlegs, and then my hype has not kept up since. So maybe I'll watch the trailer tomorrow. How about that? Maybe that'll renew my hype.
It has Elijah Wood in it.
Elijah Wood's a very good actor. I can take it or leave it. That's not a selling point for me, unfortunately.
He does a lot of weird stuff lately.
Which I
After
like.
Frodo, he was like, you know what? Meh.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do weird stuff. Vicious, directed by Brian Bertino. Vicious is a thriller that follows a young woman forced to confront perilous challenges overnight. After receiving a mysterious gift, as she navigates a menacing situation, she must fight for her survival, uncovering deeper threats with an unsettling presence delivered by a nocturnal visitor. That's a lot going on here. Ugh, never mind. I'm out from the. Oh wait. I thought it was the new ones. Okay, wait.
The first two.
Yeah.
The first two.
Yeah.
Though.
I was worried it was the last
one.
the three of them that they're going to be releasing.
Yeah,
they're releasing 2 this year. I'm pretty interested.
I will watch this solely for Dakota Fanning. I really like Dakota Fanning.
I think she's an underrated actress, and a lot of people don't give her enough credit.
I think people just forgot about her. That's how because she was such a big presence when she was a child star, and then she grew up, and then people forgot that she. And then Elle took over. Elle took over the spotlight for a while. But I like Dakota Fanning a lot. I hope she gets a little bit of a revival in her career.
Leon? I thought you meant you would, Elijah Wood. Okay. Well, speaking of Wood, hi, babe.
Hi, Chris.
And Chris in the next room. He's banned from watching that stream. Sinners, I've missed 2 opportunities to see this for free.
Really?
Yeah, I got free tickets. We just didn't go. I'm like, do I really want to stand out in the cold or in the heat? Because the program or whatever I'm signed up for is you go to the AMC theaters, but they have you line out outside. Then they scan your ticket and then they take your phone away and stuff. And then it's first come, first serve with seating. And I'm like, both times we had the opportunity to go, it was either way too hot outside or it was freezing cold. And we're like, we really don't want to just stand out there for that long.
I gotcha.
But I am actually intrigued to see this. It's another vampire movie.
This
with
is
Michael B. Jordan.
vampires?
Yeah, Michael B. Jordan stars as twins in a vampire thriller, directed by Ryan Coogler, blending supernatural horror with historic tension, which is my jam. I kind of like. Have you ever read American Vampire?
No, I haven't read it.
Oh, I think you would really love it. I love when you take vampires and you put it in a perspective of like historical events around them as they age, similar to kind of what Interview with a Vampire does, but speeds it up a little bit. But American Vampires,
book?
yes, it's one of my favorite. If you do not buy it, just wait. If I see you this year, I'll give you the first volume to read. I have a copy of it, so it's one of my favorites. I think Sinners will suck. Well, Gord, you like Amadeus. I don't know what to tell you.
I'm intrigued by the trailer. I've only watched it the one time. I think it played in front of the first time I watched Nosferatu. This is gonna sound really bad, and I mean no offense by it. I just know it's one of those, we need to have a movie with black people in it. That's all.
So, counter, the vampire genre, other than Blackula and was it Dracula in Brooklyn or whatever, I actually like the take on this. More so using it in the historic South, because the South has a lot of history of like supernatural aspects. So to do this makes sense to have almost an all black cast because of the what historical time period they're putting it in. So I'll fuck with it.
Okay. Yeah, like I'm with you on the historical setting and also the southern setting, because southern horror doesn't get enough spotlight for all the weird shit that goes on down there. But yeah, it's just especially because Ryan Coogler, all he does is black entertainment essentially. Like, I'm looking at his filmography right now. Like, he did the Black Panther movies, he did both the Creed movies, he did the newest Space Jam. He did a Stephen Curry documentary. Like, all he focuses on is the black experience. It just, current day, that worries me a little bit, right? And honestly, the only movie that I've seen out of his filmography that I thought was sort of good was Black Panther, the first one.
I heard Creed is not bad. I have not seen either of the Creeds, but I actually heard from quite a few people that Creed is actually worth checking out.
Okay. I didn't watch Creed.
I mean, I'm for it because, like, maybe I want to make Middle Eastern horror for Middle Eastern women. I just like I think it's a refreshing take because, like you said, not a lot of horror movies are taking place in the South, and if it is, it's usually an old white racist woman.
Fair. Okay, I'll give it a shot. I'll give it a shot eventually, but like right now, I'm not as interested as I'd like to be. I can't match your energy right now.
I don't know why. Man does it.
Michael B. Jordan?
Yeah, hell yeah!
I will say that he is objectively a pretty good-looking man, yes.
I've been all over this world.
I just hope they do it right. I really do. Again, Southern horror, I read a lot of Southern horror books, and I think ever
Mm.
since Anne Rice passed away, I think Southern horror kind of just took a step back in a lot of ways.
Mm.
But one of my favorite authors, Gary Hendricks, wrote the Southerners Book Club's Guide to Killing Vampires, which is actually being made into a series as well.
Yes, I did see that. I've heard good things about that
I
series.
seen
That
men
book is
die
great.
ways I ain't even know was possible.
What I like about this trailer, it's not
Hey, Ruth.
abruptly vampire either.
Be careful.
Yeah, I didn't even
I
realize
will.
it was vampire till you said it. I thought it was
Right?
like ghost hunting or something.
No, man, it's vampires. I'm like, and I mean, vampires in the South usually mix very well together.
Mm-hmm.
With all the things that I've seen. I ain't ever seen no demons.
Make vampires scary again,
Agreed.
or creepy,
Agreed.
or not
I hope it's a
sparkly.
scary vampire.
No
Yeah.
ghosts,
Oh, what's her face is in this? I forgot that.
no magic.
And I believe he
Feel
plays
now.
both twin brothers.
To get back inside.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So he plays two parts in this movie. This is very creepy.
Let me in, man. Some weird shit going on out here.
But again, I had opportunities to see it twice,
With
so
the
that
devil.
could be a telling sign too.
Maybe.
Usually,
Third time's the
usually,
charm, though.
well, usually when they do that is the first time they see it, they get the feedback for it. They're like, okay, we need to change some things. Let's put it out again. See people see it again. See what kind of feedback they get. So it's test screenings. Yeah, I'm with you, Leon.
One day he's gonna follow you home.
I liked this shot in the trailer.
Yeah.
This was nice.
I love a great title card, man.
That too.
This is my birthday month, so I'll definitely be seeing that.
Mm.
The Woman in the Yard, I haven't heard anything of this, but it's the director of Orphan, The Shallows, and Black Adam. And it's a Blumhouse production for Universal Pictures.
Oh, okay. Then I'm not seeing it.
Yeah. I don't think they don't even give us any description on it.
Let's see.
Let's
Look
see.
this
Woman in
up.
the Yard has not been disclosed. That's it. Okay. Cool. Moving on.
Hold on,
drop.
I'm a search. I'm a search.
Oh,
I'm a search.
okay, okay,
I'm a
okay.
search. Let's see. Okay. A black woman appears on, or my bad, restarting. A woman in black appears on a family's front lawn and discovers and delivers a chilling warning. No one knows where she came from, what she wants, or when she will leave. Oh, literally a woman in the yard. There
Yeah,
you go.
pass. Well, I mean, technically, you and Gord will have to watch all of these for the end of the year.
God damn it.
Which I'm gonna
All
move
right.
that stream to the actual end of the year. So
Okay. All right.
yeah. So
I'm just
we
gonna
got-
wait for digital. There you go.
Yeah. Drop I'm curious about. Again, it's another Blumhouse Productions, but it is by Christopher Landon, who did Happy Death Day 1 and 2, Freaky. I think Freaky's the weakest of the three of them. And I'm intrigued by this. It is a widow mother's first date in years has taken a terrifying turn when she's bombarded by anonymous threatening messages on her phone during an upscale dinner, leaving her questioning her charming date is behind the harassment. So she's like airdropped messages.
Honestly, you sold me a Jillian Jacobs. I like Jillian Jacobs a lot.
I do too. So I don't think there has been a trailer released yet for it. I believe this is going to be I don't think this is going to be set for I originally thought it was supposed to be a Netflix release, but
Mm-hmm.
maybe they'll put it in theaters
We'll see come April.
come April. All right, next on. Flower Vale Street. It's a sci-fi.
David Robert Mitchell. What has he done? That name sounds familiar.
Plot is under wraps, but the film will star Anne Hathaway, Ewan McGregor.
McGregor.
Thank you. Yeah. Set in the 80s, the movie is set to focus on a family dealing with strange happenings in their neighborhood. Was written and directed by It Follows. That's the director of It Follows.
That's
David.
okay. Oh, he did Under the Silver Lake with Andrew Garfield. Highly underrated film as well. I highly recommend that.
I'll have to check that
Such
out.
a good movie. It's a slow burn. But Andrew Garfield fucking nails it. There's these cool religious overtones to the whole thing. It's a little abstract. It's worth it in my opinion.
Andrew Garfield really knew what he was doing at the Golden Globes, right?
He knows what he's doing all the time at this point. The man can do no wrong.
Mm-hmm.
No wrong at all.
28 years later, which I am actually on the fence, but a lot of people seem to be pretty excited for.
No, I am on the right side of the fence. I will be there opening weekend with IMAX tickets to see this. I will, on the Thursday, I will tell Yef I can't record 8750 because I'm going to go see 28 years. I love this IP. I really do.
Even the sequel?
You know what? 28 weeks later, it's not a great sequel. Because it's again, I didn't realize that it was a different production team. Someone told me that a couple weeks ago. But it's still like acceptable. It's still like a fun watch. But I like Danny Boyle a lot. Danny Boyle can't do any wrong in my eyes. I'm a little biased towards him.
I'm a little on the fence about it, just because of the amount of time it's taken to get a third installment into this franchise. I really love the original. Like, the original is one of my favorites, and I really don't like found footage, and it just slaps with me. I love it. And I love Cillian Murphy, but I'm just hesitant for them to just all of a sudden want to put money into this IP again.
There was because
I don't
there
know.
was a 28 months for a while that was in develop. Like there was a third movie in talks after Weeks Later came out, and I can't remember what the exact reason was, but I'm sure it has something to do with licensing or distribution, because that would also explain why it took until now to get DVD re-releases for both of those movies as well. Because I recall like trying to sail the seas 20 years ago for the first movie, and it was very hard to, because there were a couple cuts that were going around at that time.
Okay, I mean, I'm gonna see it the opening weekend, just like everybody else. I'll just see it Sunday. I'll wait for your review on Thursday. But for you, I have something for you. Hold on. Where is
it? Aaron Taylor Johnson?
No.
Oh, I mean, might as well be. Hold on.
So 28 years later is the first new trilogy of the films based. But hey, isn't the sequel of this or the next installment being directed by Nia Costa?
Yes, unfortunately.
Who did a really shitty Candyman?
And an even shittier The Marvels.
Actually, I think Candyman's worse than The Marvels. I would watch The Marvels again before I watch that shitty Candyman.
Fair. It's that she's a checkbox hire because she's not a competent director whatsoever.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, she's doing this. She's doing an installment of 28.
Maybe Danny Boyle will be really behind the scenes with that one. Maybe this will be the movie that proves to us that Nia DaCosta does have something.
Hopeful. Again, I'm hopeful for all of these to be great. I hope that we do have a good year in horror. I just, like I said earlier in the stream, I don't think we're going to eat as well as we did last year. So.
Wow.
Neon. Just watch him.
We're divisive women, apparently. You're a divisive woman on the internet as well, FYI.
The Marvels over Captain Marvel. I mean, Leon, that's not a hot take.
That's a little bit of a hot take.
At least Brie Larson doesn't open her mouth as much in the Marvels.
She looks better in the Marvels as well, because they actually have a proper fitted suit for her in the Marvels. But, like, Captain Marvel at least has some semblance of a plot.
Covent. I know. I don't speak English. Thank you, Niet. I like how everybody was...
I'm
was
looking forward
laughing.
to that
Nobody
Nosferatu
warned me.
video. It was beautiful.
I am too. Yeah, your like lighthouse video was so great. Like I really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. So I'm very intrigued to see your Nosferatu video. To open her. Whoa, Niet.
Dang. All right.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Megan 2.0, I passed for me.
Oh, hard pass for me. Again, Megan 1 was overrated. You guys went way too hard for that movie. It's mid at best. At best.
You know what? I will go see this if Leon dresses up as Megan for a stream.
Oh.
I'll see it opening night. Leon. If you dress up as Megan for one of the horror streams coming out this year for me.
Oh, I will go see it. Like, I will pay money for a ticket to go see it as well if Leon does that.
Yes. So, because he's got the hair for it.
He does. He wouldn't even have to buy a wig. He just needs like a little curling wand at best.
And the best birthday gift you could give me, Leon, is doing the Megan dance dressed up as Megan.
There you go.
The little, like, I don't know how to do it. What if I dress up as Megan?
Yeah.
If you dress up as Megan, because you were so hot about this movie earlier in the stream, I will go see this opening weekend. Okay.
She's not monetized yet. Hold on.
I'm not.
Hold on.
I'm less than 200 hours away. We're going to be monetized before this movie gets out. Okay. Fair.
Okay.
Deal. Thank you, Leon, for shaking your ass for me. I never forget what you did last summer. Hi, Melvin. Welcome to the craziness.
Sorry, continue.
By the way, I'm going to be intrigued to see your video and Niet's video on Nosferatu. Because I only did like a short one, but I'm intrigued to see both of yours because I want to see some of the times you guys align up in some of the theories and deep dives you guys have. So I'd be intrigued to see.
That is a massive compliment to me. Oh my god! Thank you. Holy shit!
Both of you guys are my favorite. Well, there's two others, but you two are by far my favorite to watch. Like deep dives into movies, like on the psychological levels and the themes amongst them and stuff. Instead of just somebody saying, "I really like this movie, 10 out of 10." That's what I do.
I will say, like, I've watched 3 Nosferatu reviews so far, and I've noticed all 3 of them have not addressed any of the things that I picked up on, which is why I'm taking my time with it. So
awesome! Yeah. I'm very excited to see it.
If Niet picks up on it, though, I'll copyright claim him. There you go. Before my video comes out.
Bex is one of the best movie reviewers on YouTube. She is. She really is.
Oh god! What the fuck?
That means you need to put out more reviews.
I don't have time. That's my problem. I don't have. Listen, let's go for quality over quantity for now. Okay.
Fair enough. Okay. I never forget what you did last summer. They're rebooting the. I know what you did last summer. And
really?
What's her face is coming back for it.
Really?
The lead, Jennifer Love Hewitt. Yep. She's it was a hot topic the last couple of weeks about her salary negotiation. Freddie Prinze Jr. is coming back for it, and I believe Sarah Michelle Gellar is coming back for it, which makes no sense because I believe she got killed off.
I don't remember.
I believe she got killed off in the original. So yeah, they're completely rebooting it. It's supposed to be released July 18th of 2025.
Is this one of those things where it's like, I'm trying to think what other horror movie did it. It's not so much a reboot, but it's just like, oh, the killer comes back, and some of the old characters come back as well.
Scream?
That's it. Yeah, it's Scream. Did Scream like 5 or 6 do that?
Yeah, Scream 5 and 6 mixed legacy characters with new characters.
Okay, gotcha.
So, which I think 5 and 6 get a lot of heat for it, but I actually enjoyed both of them. Actually kind of enjoyed Ghostface with a gun, and a lot of people were like, Ghostface with a gun. I'm like, Still creepy, still scary, guys. Being chased around by a guy in a Ghostface mask with a gun. I'm
You
just
know,
saying.
I,
But
I, I've never found Ghostface to be scary. Like, I remember watching the first Scream movie when I was far too young, and I never found him scary. I like the idea of him. I think he's a very cool killer or whatever. But every time I think of him, I'll forever just think of scary. What's that? What's that? That's all I'll think of.
I can't.
I-
I can't.
I can't.
Is Chris listening? Okay. I can't. Ghostface just does it for me.
I get no. You know what? I get it. I get that one. I really do. Trust me. Trust
It would
me.
be on my hear me out cake. It would be
Okay,
on my
all right.
hear me out cake.
You know what? I understand it. It's not for me, but I totally understand it. Niet, also, I am filing a copyright claim in advance.
I'm very excited to see both of you guys' videos.
Leon, this is why I started streaming on Sunday, so you can see me review movies on the fly on a weekly basis.
That's why I started Thursday's show. Thursday is non-horror because I wanted to talk about stuff that isn't horror. Like
There
I
you
did a whole
go.
PowerPoint for Tiger King. It's a little lame PowerPoint, but I'm gonna have a PowerPoint for Tiger King because I rewatched it recently. So
Bro, it's fine. Again, I had a PowerPoint for Gossip Girl. It's all good. Bring on the
Yeah.
PowerPoints.
yeah, did Carol Baskin really kill her husband? She really whack him? We'll see. I want to talk about theories on it. So
You know what's crazy? Sorry, it was just real quick
No,
on the Tiger
you're
King
fine.
thing. Because I watched it way too late. I watched Tiger King for the first time last year, right? But the tiger sanctuary that Carol Baskin used to run in Florida, when I was in university in like 2010, 2011, I applied for an internship at that same fucking rescue, which is insane. It's like, why does this look familiar? And then I looked through my resume stuff, and I have a resume from applying for an internship there.
So I've been to one of those parks.
And
Tim Stark's park in
Mhm.
Indiana, like the bottom of Indiana. We
Mhm.
went for one of my girlfriend's like 30th. This was prior to Tiger King. This was and got to play with like baby tigers, and I actually have a picture of me holding a sloth named Elmer
Wow.
and stuff. And then when I was watching Tiger King, I was like, oh no. Oh shit. Yeah. Yeah.
There's
Yes.
because like I don't go to zoos anymore. I don't support them, but like
I don't either, yeah.
my husband was telling me, because Florida has so many exotic pets and because the climate is nice, right? There's a lot of actual like sustainable and good zoos. So the one in Tampa, for example, it's all just animals that have been essentially confiscated from trade, and then they just give them a place to live out their. It's really nice. They're trying to expand it now. Same with like the Clearwater Aquarium. It's
Mhm.
just animals that they either rescued from like boat accidents along the Florida coast, or animals that were like taken for illegal purposes. But yeah, if you want to go to a zoo, Florida might be the best place to do it, guys. Just saying.
There is a lion and tiger habitat that's about 5 minutes from my house
Ooh.
in the middle of a suburb.
Hi.
And recently their giraffe passed away because it fell.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. They used to have a giraffe you could go and like I've never gone, but you go and you can pay to feed it and stuff. And I guess it recently fell and it passed away from the fall. So
Aw.
yeah. I just but by the way, did you watch both seasons of Tiger King? I know we're derailing. I know you gotta
No,
leave soon.
I didn't watch the second
Okay.
season at all.
So you know how first season, while there are some really dark moments in it, it's kind of like a little bit lighthearted, kind of funny, right? It has more of a
Mhm.
comic. The second season is really dark, really, really fucking
Oh.
dark.
Like
Yeah.
for the animals dark or for Joe dark?
Like for Joe and for like they go into more about Carol's husband disappearance and stuff. It reads more true crime than the first one.
Interesting. Man,
Yeah.
the first season of Tiger King really fucking upset me. It also made me regret not going into law for a good like 3 weeks, but that really upset me. That first season really upset me. Oh, I
Yeah.
love tigers, man. Those are one of my favorite animals.
People, yeah, when they anyway, all right, back to horror because you gotta leave soon. Insidious 6, which I don't think needs to be made, is coming out as well. Another installment into the franchise. I don't think the last two were great, so I think only the first two are good, and after that, I'm out. So
I think I only watched the first two. I have, or at least
Stop
if I
there.
watched more than that, I have no recollection of it. But first one was pretty good. I didn't mind the first one at all. Second one was okay. It was kind of like Sinister 1 and Sinister 2. It was the first one was really good and the second one was like it's not a bad second entry, but it's not great.
yeah, the additional ones just the story quality just went similar to The Conjuring, where the first one's good. After that, it just kind of, and then the spin-offs were pretty bad. So
Speaking of The Conjuring,
yeah, that one's getting the next last rites. This is the final, supposedly, final installment, of the Conjuring saga series. So it's gonna follow Ed and Lorraine Warren. Which, by the way, I should do a not so scary segment on them, because people like think that the marriage that is portrayed in these movies is like so loving, so like, oh, you know, they really loved each other. And no, like Ed had like a 16-year-old mistress that lived with them. Like,
what?
oh yeah, yeah. What is portrayed in these movies?
Oh, did she cut out? Did I cut out? Hello? Oh, Nadia froze, not me? Okay.
Okay, my internet dropped for a second.
Oh, jeez, okay.
It
It wasn't me for once. Yes.
It's the Conjuring telling me, like, shut up. It's Ed Lorraine's ghost. It's their ghost saying, stop talking
Keep
about
your
my awful
secrets,
marriage.
witch.
Yeah. But yes. Ed Lorraine, not the ideal marriage as you think. So yeah.
Okay, so I definitely watched the first one and I actually enjoyed it for what it was.
Yeah.
The
first
second
was not bad.
one, a second one I didn't mind. It didn't feel like it went hard enough on the scare thing, but I never saw this third movie.
The third one was so boring. Was not very scary actually, it wasn't scary at all. To me,
Dang.
yeah. It was more drama than a horror movie.
Oh,
The first one I like because it's there's one scare in that movie that really just gets me every single time. And it's when the mom's taking a nap and she opens her eyes and it's like broad daylight outside and the witch is just like hanging above her head, just looking down at her. And like that gets me every single time I watch that movie.
jeez.
Just
Okay.
creepy. And I like that it uses the idea of like it doesn't have to be scary just at night, it can be scary during the day as well
Yes.
too.
Yes.
So there's a concept. But yeah, you know what? I think next week if I have time, I'll do a deep dive on Ed and Lorraine Warren and the real life, and not this bullshit that's been portrayed. Okay.
I'll watch it.
I think, yeah, these are all the Conjuring movies. Monkey Paw Productions, Jordan Peele that made
Ugh.
Nope. Yeah, I like Nope. I know a lot of people didn't like Nope because it
I
creeped me
didn't-
out.
Yeah, I didn't like Nope. I didn't like Us. I didn't like Get Out. Jordan Peele is highly overrated. I probably won't watch that. Oh wait, no, I have to watch this for the end of the year stream. God damn it.
I was not a big fan of Get Out. I can understand why people were appealed with it. Us, I
Mhm.
think, was a complete mess. Nope. Because of my fear of aliens and extraterrestrials, got under my skin, especially
Fair.
the scene where the people are being sucked up and you hear like it like eating them. The
Mhm.
sound effects in it just like it just got under my skin. So
Okay. I got it. I got you. I feel you there.
The Bride.
Yes, I will. Okay, listen. Hot take, maybe. I love Maggie Gyllenhaal. I'm a
Okay.
fan. Okay, I know people say she's ugly and she shouldn't have been Rachel in The Dark Knight. I think she's pretty. Okay, regardless, watch Secretary, please. Best romantic movie ever. Yeah, I'm excited. I'll watch anything with Maggie Gyllenhaal. She's a selling point for me.
I mean, it's set in 1930 Chicago, so it should be. I'm intrigued to see what the time change has. Christian Bale starring as Frankenstein, so I am in. This is the second Frankenstein movie we're getting because we're actually getting Frankenstein by Del Toro as well.
Mm-hmm.
Get another fucking installment.
I think I've only seen the first 3 Saw movies. I just didn't care for them. This might be hypocritical because I love the Terrifier films, but the Saw films just felt like gore porn.
Yeah, very much, very much.
Yeah.
The Black Phone 2, which I don't know why we're getting a sequel to. I think it's probably going to be a prequel.
Ugh.
Because it doesn't make sense to get a sequel. I mean, Scott Derrickson is coming back for it, I believe. But he's not writing. Joe Hill is writing this one, but I think this is set to be released July 20th, but was delayed to so maybe it is looking to come back. So this might not even be released this year.
Oh shit. Okay.
So, all right, pass. Five Nights at Freddy's 2. I'm intrigued because I'm a lore nerd, but I know, again, like we were talking earlier, not people who don't know the lore and stuff. I can understand why the first one didn't really hit.
Yeah, I won't be watching this one.
Yes, you will be.
No, I'm gonna skip this one. That first movie was so. Honestly, I get wanting to cater to your fans, but you can cater to your fans and also make a passable movie.
Maybe the second one would be better. I mean,
No.
it still has Matthew Lillard in, which, by the way, I should be getting his tequila any day now. I'm being sent his tequila with Flanagan's novella that is included with it. I know how you feel about Flanagan.
Ooh.
I know how you feel about Flanagan.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna say it. But that sounds really cool, actually. So
Yeah.
nice. Very.
So it should be
nice.
here any day now. Final Destination Bloodlines. It's interesting because the more I read about this, comes off as like not a addition to the franchise, but almost a reboot to the franchise. It is a relaunch. Ha ha ha. This
Yeah,
entry
there you
acts
go.
as a relaunch for the series formula.
I'm not.
I don't know if this.
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't
not a
think
huge
this is gonna
Final
hit.
Yeah, I don't think it will either. Because like, Final Destination was very much a product of its time. Because there weren't a lot of movies in the modern that were going extreme with the kills and death cams and stuff like that. But now that's like a staple for 70% of horror. I don't. What are you really gonna do that's gonna be amazing?
I think people go to see these movies not so much for the story aspect, is just to see, similar to Saw, the cool kills that happen or like the difference in kills. I really don't think people read too much into this.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
fair.
it's more of like, hey, we don't got anything going on Saturday night. Let's get a bunch of buddies together. Let's go see this movie and be creeped out. Like to this day, I still don't drive behind trucks that have like poles sticking out of them.
Oh, same here. Same here.
Yeah. Frankenstein, which I believe both of us are pretty excited for,
Hell
which
yes.
Del Toro can do no wrong in my eyes. I even liked Nightmare Alley. Not a lot of people did. Strangers Chapter 2 can eat my butthole. That first installment was really bad. And I know it's a trilogy. I know there's another one coming after it.
Yep.
They should have just stopped. Yeah,
This was
Strangers
god-awful.
in 3. Oh, it was so bad. I turned it off. I did not finish it. So that is all of the well, not all, because there will be some indie horror movies that will be releasing throughout the year too as well. But that is all the major titles of it. Vex, thank you so much for joining me. I know you got to hop off to go to Gooch. I don't know why, but yeah, I get it.
Primal's a good show, to be fair. It's a very good show. So.
True. And I do love Gooch. I do love the guys over there. So, what do you have going on next?
Well,
Other than
thank you,
that-
first of all, for
Oh, yeah.
having me, because I don't really get to talk horror with anyone else.
You're welcome
Well, I
back.
mean-
Any Tuesday you have free, you're welcome back if you want to
Aw,
hop in
thank you.
an hour before your primal
Oh,
stream.
Why, thank you. I mean, I can talk to Horror about Gord, but he doesn't swear. He's a Christian boy, so. Yeah, I'll be at Gooch's after this for Primal, and then. I guess because my Nosferatu video isn't dropping till the end of the month. I'm still in the research phase for that. But early morning Vexhibitionism, Sundays, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard. I'm always live for a while. I don't know. It goes anywhere from an hour to 2.5, apparently. But this week we are doing 2011's The Hunter, which I think is Willem Dafoe's best movie.
The Hunter.
Oh, Nadia. I think you'd really enjoy it. It's Tasmanian Gothic on top of that.
Okay. I'm dropping your link in the chat right now. If you have not subscribed to Vex, please do so. Again, she's one of the best movie reviewers on YouTube.
Oh.
Please go support her. Please go check out her Sunday show as well. And also hire her for any of the editing you need. Most of my intros that are coming up for Stranger Things and X-Files and the ones in the past for From and The Penguin were all done by her, and also my intro and outro for this show. So please go and support her and hire her for all of your editing needs.
Thank you. I don't even need to market myself with you, right?
No, you don't.
You just do it, yeah. Thank you. All right, enjoy the rest of your stream. I will watch the replay tomorrow when I'm working. But thank you
You're all
again,
good.
chat. You were lovely.
Bye. All right, guys. So we still have 2 more things to go over. I want to go over TV that will be coming out for 2025, as well as comic books. So for TV, I just have the top 10 most anticipated horror TV shows that will be coming out. I will hopefully be able to review them throughout the year on Horror Tuesday. I'm going to utilize this stream to review episodes, as right now my channel will be focusing on a rewatch of Stranger Things and a first-time watch of X-Files. So that being said, 10 most anticipated horror TV shows of 2025. Yes, I see Pedro. I know. We're all excited. First, Alien Earth. I have no idea how this is going to work out. As somebody who just watched both the Alien and Predator franchise for the first time, except for AVP, I don't know how they're going to be able to do an Alien franchise on Earth, but here we are. So, Alien Earth franchise has always delivered spine-chilling terror blended with atmospheric storytelling. I don't know if they've seen anything past 2, but hey, here we are. The new TV adaptation, Alien Earth, proves to elevate the fear factor. The show is spearheaded by acclaimed showrunner of Noah Haley, which is Fargo, which I've never seen Fargo, but I've seen Legion. First season of Legion is pretty solid. Bring the fresh yet familiar approach to the horrifying universe. So is this Aliens on Earth? Kind of like I haven't seen AVP, so I assume it's similar to that. I will be intrigued to check it out. It's gonna be on Hulu, and I'm down with the xenomorphs. I do like them. I do like the design of them. I think this is just like a 2-second. Yeah, it's like 15 seconds. And then which was the trailer that they showed in front of Romulus. So it doesn't really give me much. I think I will be more intrigued to see if a trailer shows up. Alien Earth, I could care less. I know. I think a lot of people are in the majority of like not really giving a crap about this, but we'll see. What do you mean Grace Randolph is better than Vex, Leon? Tisk, tisk, tisk. I bet that's in your wood list. Welcome to Derry. If you were in Badger's chat earlier today, I was saying this is going to be a 10 out of 10. Okay. My reasoning for this, and I get it. Everybody's like, why do we need a prequel to it? Why not? Right? The book is like this thick. And I get it. It follows the Losers Club from child to adult. But there's a lot of history of Derry in there that they can pull from that is never really adapted in any of the screen adaptations, both in the Tim Curry adaptation and the new one. So, no, it's not a crazy take. Follow me. I am intrigued because I like the historical added in the book that King does of Derry throughout time where Pennywise has landed in the influence. And also, Skarsgård said they're not holding back on Pennywise. They're not toning it down for the TV show. They're going to keep up the creep factor, maybe even elevate it. So I am totally here for it. I think this is actually going to be a good show. Thank you, Gord, for defending me. Don't know, way better than that awful It Chapter 2. It has its moments, but yeah, I think it really could be interesting because, again, the book is massive. And yes, you follow the loser, but there is so much rich history of Derry in the book that is never adapted. So I would be very intrigued to see them expand a little bit more on that. So I am here for it. It's going to explore Derry in the early 1960s, delving into the origin of Pennywise, which would be really cool if they actually take their time to spread out. So I think, as I stand, it'll be a 10 out of 10. I think getting away from the Losers Club, the only downfall I will say, hi Jacob, The only downfall I will say to this is if they replace the Losers Club with another Losers Club, they don't actually just delve into the history and have different stories and kind of base it off Pennywise as the antagonist, I guess, and follow Pennywise through the history and just from that POV. If they actually replace the Losers Club with another set of kids, I mean, I know he attacks kids, but if they actually do another set of kids, that could be a little bit of a downfall, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. So, the next one is Yellow Jackets season 3. I'm here for Yellow Jackets. I really enjoyed season 1 and 2. It's very interesting because I don't know if you guys know this. Hot take coming in. People go crazy when you actually eat another human being. Like something happens to our brains. I don't know what it is. Anyway, it messes you up. Okay, it messes you up. Not even psychologically. There's like physical changes, chemical changes to your brain. Something about eating another human being, our flesh and stuff. Anyway, so the reason why I'm really excited because this show does so well as if are they crazy because they're being starved to death and now they're eating human flesh, which is adding to that, or is there a supernatural something out there that's supernatural attacking these kids? Yeah, cannibalism tends to have a negative physical effect. Thank you, Gord. It does. So either way, I'm down for it. I think the first 2 seasons were really well done. I think the matchup of the young girls to the older actresses does well. I'm intrigued to see more of the storyline of them older, to see what the consequences of their actions as younger ones lost in this. So I'm down for this. I hope it's good. Last of Us season 2. This is a hit or miss for a lot of people. I liked season 1. I thought, but I've never played the game, so I don't have that perspective of somebody who has played the games. I understand the second game lost a lot of its fans. I'm intrigued to see what season 2 does because again, I don't know very much of the IP. I thought season 1 was done well. I thought the creature design was pretty cool. It's just like in a zombie apocalypse, but I get it. I think is he killed by another a child in a sense? It'll be dog poo. Maybe they'll change the IP. Maybe they'll change it because I think from my understanding for the second one, if the season 2 follows the game lore, it's going to piss off a whole bunch of normies watching. You think so? I guess so. I know the spoilers. I know what the second game entails. Bye, Leon. Have a good session. Thank you for the watch hours. I'm almost there. And I've got a lot of things. I've got a lot of fun things planned for members only coming down the pipeline, guys. I'm working on it. I'm working ahead of time. So I've got stuff ready for you guys. I'm super excited. It's going to be a good time. But thank you, Leon. Thank you guys for all the support. Everybody, you guys are rocking it. Okay. Last of Us season 2. Man. Stranger Things season 5. I'm hyped up for this. However, I have said in my past streams, waiting the amount of time in between seasons, I think this will probably be one of the last shows I wait this long to be excited for. On Fridays, starting this Friday, actually, I have a great panel. We're rewatching the entire Stranger Things. We're going to be doing 2 episodes at a time to lead into the new season. We're going to be doing deep dives. So are these kids 40 now? I think so. Season 5 is supposed to take place a year after the events of the end of season 4. I know a lot of people kind of fell off after season 3. It's a mixed bag. Season 4 to me actually brought a lot of the what I originally loved about the series back on screen. So I'm here for it. The title's in Hi Nos. Don't make me take your wrench away. Don't make me take your wrench away. So I'm excited to see that. We don't need Dexter. This is releasing pretty soon, if not already. And did anybody see the reboot that happened 2 years ago? Is it 2 or 3 years ago? I saw a little bit of it and then I kind of just fell off. This is supposed to be taking from a point of view of him as a child, I believe, right? His upbringing and like what led him to being a serial killer. I'm not for this. I don't know why they keep trying to milk this IP. Uh the original series, great first maybe 2 seasons. One out like what was it, like season 4 was a Trinity killer. But other than that, it was a mixed bag and rebooting it just didn't seem right and the ending was sucked. Dexter's ending, the original ending sucks so bad. It is a pop culture like thing to say, "Ah, at least it didn't end so bad as the Dexter end of scene." Nope, couldn't care. OG show has too long of a season. So to me, Dexter and Ozarks, 2 shows ended on a real poor beat, man. And The Bondsman, which I haven't heard much of this, but it has Kevin Bacon in it. It's Scarn, apparently a penny. It's a backwoods bounty hunter, struggling musician who is mysteriously resurrected from the dead to find his job was taking a deadly, darker, supernatural twist. I could, I could get down with that. Yeah, Game of Thrones said, "Hold my beer," right? Anybody seen the end of Ozarks? Maybe I should cover that in Not So Scary at one point. Ozarks, I really enjoyed. I was an Ozarks girl. I loved that show. Show was so good. I accepted it even at its lowest points in the last season. And then when it ended the way it ended, I think I almost broke my TV. I was so mad about it. Poindexter. I'd be interested to see this. The Bondsman sounds like a good mix of not so scary, but like an introductory kind of scary show for people who like maybe want a little thriller or horror in their life. Carrie's getting remade, but Mike Flanagan's at the helm for it, so it could be good. Right, the end of Ozarks, Rachel. Man, hold on, Rachel. Let me. You know what? I'm just gonna play a clip for you because I'm glad. I'm glad you understand where I'm coming from. Let's go with.
Oh, fuck.
Late Night with the Devil, which is one of the best of 2024. I could be down with Carrie. I like Stevie. I read a lot of Stephen King. I like Mike Flanagan. There's only been one show I have not liked of his, which is The Midnight Club. So I could get down with a Carrie remaking. But I feel like Carrie's been remade a lot. Like, give me an original show. Great. Late Night with the Devil. Yeah. Yeah. And then Crystal Lake, which has been in like production hell. I don't know how you're going to do a Crystal Lake series without Jason. Like, so you're going to do it from the point of, and I get it. Maybe they're trying to do it from like a Bates Motel aspect where they're going to follow the mom. I don't think that's going to work here. I really don't think so. You just saw Late Night with the Devil, Rachel. What did you think? Did you like it? I'm intrigued. It's very good. It's very good. Anyway, I think. Oh, and the Conjuring prequel series again. Ella Lorraine Warren, not the best ideal marriage like the movie show. I mean, I'm probably gonna watch this. I watch American Horror Story. I don't know why I do. Every year I go, I'm never gonna watch this garbage again. It's so bad. Ryan Murphy's a piece of crap. And then they wrote me back in. So I'll probably check it out. At least the first episode. So that is all. And now I'm very excited. Last but not least, is it? Hold on 1 second. This one. Oh, I'm so excited about talking about horror comics. Okay, hold on. Where is it? Okay, let me roll on up. Give me 1 second, folks. All right, so I'm a comic book nerd. Not a lot of people. If you've watched me, you know I love comic books. I loved it. I want to watch it again for a review. Adding it to my Godchild's list. Awesome. Yeah, it's one of. I think it was one of the most surprises of 2024. I think we tiered it pretty high. If Gord's still in the chat in our tier list stream, Okay, 20 new horror comics that should be on your radar this year. I love comics. I love indie comics. I touch a little bit on DC and Marvel, maybe mainstream a tiny bit. I'm not as knowledgeable, but when it comes to indie comics, especially if it's horror, sci-fi, or thriller, I slap with it. I love it. I love it. So, these are a couple of the new exciting horror comics coming out for 2025. So I wanted to talk to you guys. So if you guys are comic book fans, maybe you want. I haven't read many. Oh, Gord, I got a list. What do I have? I even had. This is my favorite one right here. If you can't read it, Harrow County is probably by far one of the most beautiful drawn. It's like watercolors. Love the story. It's innocent, similar to what Vex and I were talking about. It has touches of like Southern horror. I've got Something Killing the Children over here that I've got to read with 30 Days and Nights. And then I've got a ton of comics on my bottom shelves. These are all comic books. And then I've got boxes there of it. I love intaking horror in comics. I mean, I read a lot of horror books too, but I think comics are really cool, especially if the art's well done. So first off, When I Lay My Vengeance Upon Thee. If you're a fan of exorcism stories, you'll want to check out this new Boom Studios published series from horror novelist Gus, I'm going to mess this up, Moreno, The Things Between Us, and artist Jacob Rebelka, Cyberpunk 2077. It begins with the exile of a disgraced priest to South African town, where he is forced to apprentice a mysterious and controversial clergyman who exorcism methods might predate the church. The duo's first assignment sends them to a remote island being ravaged by multiple demonic possessions. I could try it out. The artwork is similar to some of the comics I do enjoy, so I might check it out. Those Not Afraid. This one is a dark horse. In titles like I Hate This Place and Where Monsters Lie, writer Kyle Starks shows off his ability to seamlessly blend horror and humor. In this mini-series from Dark Horse, he teams up with Patrick Pizzalunga. I think I might have said that right. Monsters Are My Business, from a story premise more of his signature blood and belly laughs. This is because it chronicles the exploits of two rival serial killers competing to see who can achieve the state record for the biggest body count. I have not read anything by these guys, so I would be intrigued to pick that up. Behemoth. This is one, a giant kaiju-style monster menacing a city, and there's a good chance that many people and things are going to be devoured. But what happens to them after, especially the people who are alive? Ooh, that's an interesting premise. That's pretty cool. So they're still alive in the belly of the beast. Okay. The Seasons, which actually has been on my radar for a little bit. Fangoria readers got a first look at it. It's by Paul Ceda's Outcast, which I've read Outcast, which is I think it was on Cinemax for 1 or 2 seasons, but the comic's really good too. It follows 4 sisters struggling against a sinister supernatural carnival that fractured their family and threatens their home. And I dig the artwork for it. Kill Train, I wasn't too excited for it when I read this. It seems that the Kill Train in an extermination program where a random subway train is chosen and all its passengers are slaughtered by the end of the line. It follows a struggling single mother who suddenly discovers commute has become the kill train. Meh. Hi, Zax. You saw Outcast, right? At least season 1 or 2. Is it Cinemax, I think, right? That is that on? Or did you sail the high seas for it? Blood Train, which I don't make sense because, again, they have this Blood Train. Another gory one. Unbeknownst to them, one of the members of them have been infected with a bioweapon. They may be too soon for subway murders. Yeah. Making matters worse, if the train reaches Europe, it will kickstart World War III. Okay. The Ghost Whiskers, which seemed really cute. It's a story of a young boy who moves into a new town and a haunted house. He only discovers his beloved cat has a job of shepherding spirits into the afterlife, and they need his help, which is cool because cats always have that kind of lore around them where if people are dying or about to die, they kind of I guess, comfort them. That's why cats are very common found in like old folks' home. I sailed, but it's Cinemax. I knew it was. Endeavors. This one was similar to the Lord of the Flies and Yellow Jackets. This is one I really intrigued. Let this one be the devil. Horror fans unfamiliar with his work is in for a treat. He's one of the best, most. Where's the storyline? I read it somewhere. Maybe I read it on another one. This is a 4-issue miniseries from Dark Horse, delving into the mysteries of cryptids. That's what it was. I'm intrigued by this. I love Department of Truth is really good. Nice House on the Lake is one of my current favorite comics of this past couple of years. Hey Philip, how's it going? Zatanna is another. This is DC character. Pass. Jump scare. I think I read on this one, and I wasn't really intrigued by it. Yep, pass. Through the Red Wines, which I love the cover for. Not that one. Crushed Step, but Through the Red Wines, was this the one? No, pass. Okay, hold on. It's set in the world where climate change has devastated the surface world, and a pocket of humanity survived underneath waves of massive nuclear submarines. So it kind of gives me a little bit of Silo vibes. And to be honest, I don't know if Silo was a comic that I feel like this could be it. Vessel's science officers forced to make some difficult and dangerous decisions when two brothers worry for command, and an alien infiltrator has put the submarine in dire peril. So I'm intrigued. Universal Monsters, The Mummy. I don't know. It's going to be a 4-issue miniseries. I'd be intrigued to see it. I don't know. Godzilla versus Marvel? Why not? Captain Marvel versus, fighting Godzilla. 6-issue crossover miniseries. I dig it. Who wins, though? Why are they fighting Godzilla? Are they fighting Godzilla because of climate change? Who knows? Each issue will be set in a different era, aligning with some fun pairing. Okay. Is Marvel really that? You know what? We're gonna let it go. This is one. Find Your New Fear. I love the artwork for this. One of the most intriguing free offers to horror fans for this book. It kicks off new line of horror comics. It features the first lineup coming original titles, sequel to Beneath Trees Where Nobody Sees. It's described as TV show Dexter meets Busy Town Books, and a new 30 Days Night series from co-creator Steve Niles and Rodney Bartz, who did Philadelphia. Which Philadelphia? Will it open up? Yeah. Wait. Where's the exclusive cover? I freaking cannot. Philadelphia. One of my favorite comics, and I think I froze again. No, I didn't. One of my favorite comics of the last couple of years. So well done. So well done. I don't even want to give you the story because I don't want to spoil it, because I will definitely spoil it. But Philadelphia, man. I should really do like a thing. And Blood Type O, or #O. This is going to be it's a solo series. Contains reprints of popular stories, Godzilla's New Heroes, Predator vs. Spider-Man. Why not? Why not? So those are a couple horror comics coming out in 2025. I'm down with it. I love comic books. Horror comic books. I don't think a lot of people focus on them. I think they're great. Again, Harrow County right here. These huge omnibuses. Those are one of my favorites. I've got ton of them. Maybe I should just do a Horror Tuesday segment on just like my favorite books and just pull them out. Who knows? We'll see. But honestly, folks, that's all I have for the most anticipated projects for and there goes my alarm. For 2025 for movies. Thank you, Vex, for joining me for that, for TV shows and for comics. If there's something I did not cover or is coming out in 2025, please leave me a comment below. Thank you, everybody. You were awesome in the chat. You guys are amazing. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Please, again, hit that like button on your way out. Subscribe to the channel. And until next time, y'all, stay spooky.